Meredith goes off the deep end, Aria's dad comes clean, and there's a new team of A-catchers in town, plus a whole lot more craziness. Heather here to talk about last night's Pretty Little Liars, so if you haven't seen Misery Loves Company yet, this is your official spoiler alert. Okay, wow. This episode seemed way too intense to be real. I'm starting with the last thing first because it was like the biggest event of the season so far. Spencer figures out Toby is, in fact, on Team A. I knew it had to happen eventually, but man, it made me really sad. And on their anniversary, how will Toby explain his way out of this one? At first I thought maybe Mona was telling the truth about there being some other A in control, but it really looked like Mona orchestrated the whole thing. She wanted Toby to get caught. Unless of course Allie really is still alive, I guess she could be orchestrating everything. I mean, Allison or Dream Allison warned Aria about Psycho Meredith, and that turned out to be true. That whole psycho killer deal with Meredith was a little over the top in my opinion, and I still don't really understand why she was so intent on getting those diary pages, but hey, at least she's out of the picture for now, right? And on the bright side, the whole ordeal got a confessional out of Byron. According to Mr. Montgomery, he stood up to Allie, and that was the end of it. And obviously he wasn't the last to see Allie that night. But if he had nothing to hide, I don't understand why Aria had to go and burn those pages. I guess you can't always have both brains and beauty, right? And finally, let's talk about the new gang of A-catchers. It was cool to see Caleb and Paige join forces. Here's hoping they will have more luck putting a stop to A than Aria, Emily, Hannah, and Spencer have had these past few years. So what did you think of last night's episode? Any highlights I missed? Sound off in the comments, and I'll see you next week.